Welcome to KK Java Tutorials. In this video tutorial, we will understand what is break and continue statement in shell scripting programming. Okay, so before try to understand what is break and continue in shell scripting programming, let's try to understand a simple code. There I am going to use a for loop which will print a number starting from 1 till 10. Yeah, so as already we have seen what's the format of for loop to print a number starting from 1 to 10. So there are various format. One of the format you have to give two open parentheses and two closing parentheses. Within that I'm going to declare I'm going to initialize a number starting with 1, and I would say number less than equal to 10 and number plus plus. So as you know, when you use a for loop, then there are three statement you have to write, and every statement basically separated with the semicolon. First is the initialization. But here you can see number I have initialized with 1, and second is the condition check, run number less than equal to 10, and third is the incrementation, right? And after that you have do a statement, and finally you have done, and within this you do your stuff, right? So here just I'm going to echo this number, right? So let me run this script and let me show you the output. So here it is just printing 1 to 10, right? So here initially it is initialized with 1, and this will check 1 less than equal to 10. It's true. That will go ahead and that will execute the basically body of for loop, and that will print 1. After that implementation happens, number becomes 2, and again it will check 2 less than equal to 10. That's true. Again 2 gets printed, and in like that when number becomes 10, then 10 less than equal to 10, it's still that is true, so that will be printed. Again number becomes 11, and 11 less than equal to 10, that's false, so control will come out, right? And that's how basically for loop works. And let's say within the for loop how we can use break statement. Guys, a break statement usually when we use inside the either for or while loop when we want to come out from the loop for meeting condition, right? So let's say I'm looking for the some certain condition, and if that condition meets, then I would like to exit, or I would like to basically come out from the loop. In that case you can use break statement, right? So here I'm going to take a use case, very simple. I'm going to use for inside the for loop I'm going to use if statement, and here I'm writing number, let's say number, and eq means equal 5. Yeah, don't forget to specify these two space, right? After this opening bracket and before the closing, these two spaces mandatory, right? If this condition meets, means number when becomes 5, then what I want to break, right? So that's why we have a break statement. Simply we will have to write break, B-R-E-A-K, break, right? And of course you need to basically write the end of if, right? So if is ending over here, else what I want number to be printed, right? Very simple. So if number is 5, then I would like to come out from the loop, right? Else I would like to print. So this will print number starting from 1 to 4, and whenever number becomes 5, then control will come out from the loop, right? And that's how basically break works. So let me show you. If I run, then here you can see number 1 to 4 has been printed, but when number becomes 5, right, and all these statements we have written inside the for loop. So if number becomes 5, right, if this condition becomes true, then statement we have a break, so control will come out from this loop, and rest of the statement after break whatever we have written, that will not be executed. That's the meaning of break, right? So this is break. Now let's see how basically continue statement works, right? So here I will just echo echo, and here I'll put some kind of marker. After that I'm going to show you example of continue, right? So same code snippet I'm just pasting over here, and instead of here I would like to write the continue, right? So let's see where we can use continue. So guys, let's say you have a list of stuff, right? Just you are iterating, and if condition meets for let's say you have here basically you have list of stuff and just you are iterating and you are doing processing for each and every iteration, right? But some of the condition when we meets for certain condition I don't want to do the processing, right? For certain inputs, let's say here I don't want to do the processing for when number becomes 5, right? So when I run this code snippet, then what will happen when number becomes 5, then continue statement is going to execute. Then continue means control will again go to the for loop, right, rather than going to execute rest of the statement, right? So when I will run this piece of code, then what will happen, this will print 1 2 3 4, but for 5 control will again go back to the for loop. So for number 5, this will not be printed, number 5 will not be printed, but rest of the number after that 6 7 8 9 10 will be printed. So sometimes if you want to skip, or if you want to basically if you want to skip the processing for the certain input in the list of input, right, then you can use a continue statement. Let me show you how it works. If I run, then first this output we got for this break statement inside the loop. For when next for loop execute, then we have used continue, right? Then here you can see we get the every number to be printed except 5, right? So for 5, when number becomes 5, then I don't want to do any kind of processing, and that's the reason this statement is not executed. When number becomes 5, then continue is going to call, and continue call means this will go back to the for loop itself. Let's say sometimes if you want to escape processing for more than one input, right, then how we can, then you can concatenate with o hyphen o means or, right? And here you can do some more condition as well. Let's say I don't want to processing for number 5 and 10 as well, right? So if I run this piece of code, then it is going to print number 1 to 10 except 5 and 10. Let me show you. Right now 10 is coming, but 5 is not coming. Now if I run this script, then here you can see now 10 and 5 is getting skipped, but for rest of the things it is coming. I mean processing is happening, right? So now let's wrap up. When you have list of things to process using either while loop or for loop, and for when sum of the matching, for when you get the sum of matching condition on that, afterwards you don't want to basically process further, then break you can use, right? So let me show you the typical example. Let's say you have some list of input, like let's say hundreds of input, and in hundreds of input you are interested for single stuff, right? So using break, once you get that single stuff using certain condition, when certain condition meets, then you get that basically input, and rest of the input just you want to skip, right? So in that case you can use break. But in continue means let's say if you have a list of stuff and just you are iterating, right? But for a specific, for few inputs you don't want to process, right? You want to again go back to the basically loop, rest of the code after continue you don't want to execute, right? Then you may use continue. And break means if certain condition meets, just you would like to come out from loop itself, right? Let's say a simple example. Let's say you have 100 number, and out of 100 number you have only one odd number, rest of the numbers are even. Then you may use break, right? Once you find the basically odd number, right, then just you'd like to break from the loop, right? And similarly, let's say if you have hundreds of input, and for 2 inputs you don't want to process, right, then you may use continue, right? For rest of the input you want to basically process the stuff, right? In that case you can use continue, right? So that's all I wanted to show in this video tutorial, guys. Big thank you for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.